What's your most memorable interview?
Man, it just feels like the most recent one is always the best. Like, I have so many little gems in my mind of like, because we really enjoy ourselves. Like when we're
Yeah.
out there, let's say recently, the Area 51 documentary we just did, which we just recorded in the last couple days, just being out at a like arguably the most secret base in the world with a guy that's dedicated his last 30 years, James Fox, towards investigating encounters and UFOs. And he's the guy that, if someone has a Polaroid in Scotland from 1957, he's going there to interview that old man. And what did you see that day? And so we were with him. We really played the edge of where we could have gone in the base. We got security trucks and we got the alarm to go off. And then we're interviewing people that have had encounters. We talked to a guy from Area 51 that like, yep, like he had an encounter with an alien and he was sworn to secrecy, but now he's able to testify and now he's able to go forward with his story. He just made a Joe Rogan appearance about it. And so like to me, just to be in the mix of like, if any of this is real, this is arguably one of the most important stories of humankind. It's either the biggest lie and like one of the biggest farces, or like this totally changes the paradigm of what we understand in this world.
Yeah, how much of that is BS? Do you think that? Because I tend to think that it's so obvious that Area 51 is like this UFO place. It's just a front for like they're probably just doing military testing. It's not like an alien hub spot. It's too obvious. Like there's signs everywhere with like aliens. That wouldn't be the place to hide it, right?
Well, it would be because of how remote it is. They're like one of the towns we stayed at, the Ailey Inn, this motel. It's a town of 20
That's a
people.
fun name.
The other Alamo Inn we stayed in is a town of like 1,200 people. It is so unbelievably remote there. Like there's some places where like next gas is 40 miles. Like you better load up. So it's the perfect place to hide it. I do think the majority of what happens at Area 51 is from the sounds of it from the guy that worked there, there's military exercises that are happening all the time. Pilots are training there, and a lot of times pilots from other countries come and we do joint exercises there. But what he said also happens is anytime an unidentified craft crashes, it is an absolute rush. So they send Delta Force. They send because let's say it lands in Brazil, we will send our best to go recover that. And probably Russia's doing the same thing. China's doing the same thing because we want to get our hands on that technology and we bring it back to Area 51, where you have some of the most premier researchers, scientists, physicists, geologists that are looking at this and trying to determine one, what is it? And two, can we create it? Can we use this alien technology? And what this guy was saying is what the general public thinks is possible as far as crafts, we are hundreds of years ahead in terms of propulsion, navigating. And I'm like, when you say hundreds of years ahead of what the public is aware of, that's a pretty bold statement to say.
Has documenting aliens changed your perspective?
It's opened me up. I'm usually a pretty healthy skeptic. Like most things, I'm like one of my biggest problems with the whole alien thing is like you're telling me in the last, like you're showing me photographs from 1947, 1952, and the videos I see online are like pretty blurry, grainy. You're telling me in the last 15, 20 years since cameras have been prevalent that all of a sudden the aliens have just not shown up anymore. There's elements of it that are really hard to believe. What makes it compelling is when I was talking to this researcher, James Fox, he has been around the world and people that have never communicated with each other. Like he'll ask people in Brazil, China, Africa, what they saw at this landing or when the aliens came out. And across culture, it's the aliens, they look kind of like this. They smell kind of like this. They can telepathically communicate emotions to you. Their craft looks like this. It moves this way. When you get all these different accounts corroborating it, it's like, like he's not going after crackpots that are looking for 2 seconds of fame that are just did a bundle of mushrooms and they're like, yeah, I saw aliens. Like credible people that were engineers, people that had regular jobs, school teachers. Like when all those people across culture start saying, this is what I saw, that to me is where it gets pretty compelling.